I now invite Ms. Beverly Postma, the CEO of HarvestPlus. The floor is yours.
Thank you very much. At HarvestPlus, we've fully pledged to support the UN Decade of Action on Nutrition. We'd love just to offer some simple suggestions at this stage that may strengthen the draft work programme. We believe we should really empower and enable governments and their partners to choose the most appropriate local interventions based on what's working and what's needed in the local communities. We suggest, therefore, that the plan should focus and allow for evidence-led prioritization of the recommended actions that may look different in different countries. And these national priorities should really allow the showing of clear linkages to the other national challenges that they're facing, such as poverty reduction, youth employment, and the empowerment of women in rural communities. Let's make this relevant beyond nutrition to the bigger topics that are challenging our world. And as we zoom into these local priorities, let's challenge ourselves all to be bolder when holding each other to account. We believe it's vital to have clear local indicators for all stakeholders to track our local progress, using metrics that already exist, such as the Hunger and Nutrition Commitment Index, to highlight national successes. So on the second question, what do we at HarvestPlus intend to do differently? Well, I have the honor of leading this global non-profit that is trying to tackle hidden hunger. Our founding director, Howdy Buis, who many of you know is one of this year's World Food Prize laureates, and he teamed up with agronomists, nutritionists, and economists 25 years ago to pioneer a way to use traditional non-GM breeding techniques to mine the world's seed banks and develop high-yielding, nutritious crops that are rich in vitamin A, iron, and zinc. So together we're delivering these nutritious seeds to smallholder farmers who are most at risk. We've got to 20 million people. We need to get to 100 million people by 2020 and 1 billion people by 2030. We cannot do this alone. Just adding 3 micronutrients to staple crops cannot solve hidden hunger on its own. So at HarvestPlus, we're deeply committed to working with partners to meet the bigger goal of diversifying diets. And for our part, we will commit to leveraging this decade to increase access to biofortified foods for all who stand to benefit. We'll work with all stakeholders more closely than we're doing today. We will include more actively promoting the empowerment of women and youth along the supply chain and holding ourselves to account to work collaboratively. So finally, I'm pleased to announce that HarvestPlus, thanks to this initiative, will frame our next global conference on biofortification in the context of the decade. So thank you, and we look forward to working with all of you to achieve our shared goal of a world free from hunger and malnutrition. Thank you.
Great. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.